stay inside. Don't you go outside, okay?
Don't worry, the Aoyanagis are one of the richest families around here. I would imagine she'll get to wear nice clothing, and if she's lucky, maybe learn a bit of etiquette as well. I'm sure you'll grow to become quite a proper young lady by the end of the year.
Take care of yourself, Suzu!
Suzu Oki. She was only 12 years old when she was sent to serve another family in order to save her own family during a famine. And it was all more than 80 years before I, Yoko Nakajima, was even born.
Once we get to Takasaki, we can get a train from there. Don't be too surprised by the train. In Tokyo, there are even gas lights and horse carriages made out of metal. And thanks to them, my rickshaw business is beginning to suffer quite a bit. And that's why I have to do this to make a living. My goodness!
When Suzu regained consciousness, she was floating in the kyokai.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Suzu was unable to understand the language they were speaking. However, she still thought that she had drifted out into the Sea of Japan.
So, tell me, where are you people from? Where is this place? I have to get to Tokyo. Excuse me, but do you know where the house of the Aoyanagis is?
Suzu had drifted to the east end of the kingdom of Kei. The people who lived by the shore didn't know what to do with her, so they decided to give her to a troupe of traveling entertainers called Shusei. Suzu traveled with the troupe for nearly 3 years. At the very least, she understood that this place was somewhere far away from the place where she once lived. She wasn't able to learn any of the routines and didn't understand the language, but she couldn't stop hoping there might be someone who could understand her language, and that this place would somehow be connected to where she came from.
There has to be something we can do.
But we can't just set up a new show on such short notice like this. Who in the world is she anyway?
She says her name is Suibi-kun. I was told she's a senin who lives in Mount Ha.
Still, what she's requesting from us seems quite selfish.
What if we have the Kaikyaku do something?
What? You mean this girl?
Well, we have to buy some time anyway.
Are they trying to get me to sing? But the only song I know is the one my father used to sing to me. Mr. Mia, tell me more of what you see. A horse, a cow, a chicken too. There is a
Kaikyaku singing a song. How dare they treat me, Rio, with such disdain? This is not worth wasting my time. I'm leaving.
No, please wait! We'll perform something else for you.
I can understand what you're saying! But why is that?
A senin such as myself has no barriers with language.
Please wait! Take me with you! Please! Don't go yet!
Why do you wish to come with me?
I want to go where people understand my language. Please, I don't want to be a laughingstock for the rest of my life. I'll do anything if you take me with you. Anything at all, please just take me!
All right. You may come along with me. Honma.
Are you saying that that's my name here? Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
I have received notice from the Royal Palace that you are now officially registered as a Senin.
Really? So I'm a Senin?
You will never age or fall ill, and now you will be able to communicate with people without any language barriers.
Oh, thank you so very much, Lady Rio.
You shall call me Mistress. My handmaidens are to address me as either Mistress or Lady Suibikun.
Yes. Thank you, Mistress.
Now, I want you to go sweep the back garden area, and do not leave a single leaf on the ground.
Yes, Mistress.
You did promise that you would do anything for me, Honma, did you not?
Honma. The moment I became a Senin, I immediately understood the language of this world. It was then that I realized what my name, Honma, really meant. The name meant a pathetic woman, that is to say, a fool. If I ran away, I would no longer be able to communicate. I was so scared that I decided to serve under her for 100 years, despite being called Honma. Back then, I had no way of knowing that there was a girl who was about my age, and also a Senin, who was living a life of luxury in the kingdom of Ho. The northern kingdom of Ho was governed by a man named Chutatsu at the time, who used to be a government official. He was disgusted by the corruption of the citizens, so he enacted very strict laws to make the kingdom a better place to live. I will dress my doll in a new gown of gold, and she'll have a hairpin that sparkles, shines, and King Ho, Chutatsu, had a daughter who was about 13 years old. When Chutatsu became the king, she also became a Senin and began living in the royal palace. She was known as Shokei, and her name was Sonsho.
Miss Shokei is like a precious jewel in the royal palace, and she looks all the more beautiful today. Even her gorgeous dress is outshone by her beauty.
That little girl of yours often wears beautiful dresses that are similar to that one, doesn't she?
The dressmaker from the kingdom of Han once said that only my daughter could wear such an elegant dress. But of course, the princess's beauty exceeds all measure.
I see. So there are handmaidens who are accepting bribes here in the palace.
While you care so much for your people, there are those who just think of living an easy life here.
I thank you for coming to me.
Your Majesty.
The Lord of K Province. Is there a problem?
It's all right. Lord of K Province, Taisai, what is it?
About the new ordinance you proclaimed this month. The Lord of K Province is concerned...
Your Majesty, you have requested to limit Shusei troops to travel in the kingdom only during the winter, but is there any way you could reconsider this ordinance?
And why is that?
The Shusei troops are one of the few enjoyments left for the people.
The people could easily be corrupted. It would be impossible to stop. Shusei troops would surely become a problem, and the people would abandon their fieldwork. I want the people of this kingdom to find pleasure in the work they do, just as I do.
So then, you will not change your decision.
If anyone should have a problem with this proclamation, be sure to arrest them and administer punishment.
Punish them? But Your Majesty...
Geke, is it true that Taiki has returned to Mount Ho?
Yes, or so I have heard.
Then Taiki will select the new ruler and the kingdom of Tai will surely prosper, isn't that right? Tai, like Ho, is a northern kingdom, and I'd feel terrible for the people of Tai if Ho were the only kingdom to prosper.
I hear that there are Yoma now in Tai. We must live by the righteous will of the heavens, or the kingdom of Ho may very well follow the fate of Tai someday. We must be determined.
Have you not heard? Her mother was the person who was recently accused of accepting bribes.
So she no longer resides in the royal palace.
I see. She had such pretty clothes, though.
We all wish for your safe and quick return.
You all seem very excited when you see me off. I guess you cannot wait to loosen up a bit while your mean mistress is gone, can you? Honma, you would prefer it if I never returned, wouldn't you?
I would never want such a thing. I'm looking forward to your return, mistress.
I am visiting my friends, of which I only have a few, so I should return in less than a month.
I wish only for your quick return.
You look forward to seeing me again so badly. I'm sure I'll have a warm welcome when I return.
Yes, I'm sure that you will.
Good. Then you'll get some gyoko to brew for my return, won't you? I would also like to have some grilled shingyo and boiled yoso. And I want all the walls and pillars to be repainted. There is nothing that makes me feel as refreshed as a newly painted house. Since I am such a kind person, I will not punish you, as long as you finish the job you have been given.
Mistress is being hard on you so that she does not have to face looking at herself. Mokurin.
No! Stop that! I am not Mokurin! Or Honma either! I'm Suzu! Suzu Aoki! Why is mistress doing this to me?
Her Majesty is a very stubborn person. She used to be pampered by the ruler 2 generations ago, and the reason she lives in a place like this now is because she was so difficult back then.
I understand that, but still...
Do not let it disturb you. I will go to the Gozan and find you some gyoko. I heard that the Lord of Mount Ho has returned now, so we don't want to cause any trouble.
The Lord of Mount Ho has returned? Taiki from Japan, the one that everyone's been talking about?
Yes.
I have to go there.
But you still have to...
You have to let me go! I wanted to meet Taiki, and that's why I went to Mount Ho. However... Taiki, I'm exactly like you are, Taiki. Taiki! Please listen. I just want to go back to my home, back to where I belong! Lady Rio was enraged by the incident, and she prohibited me from ever touching Akiju again. But I didn't do anything wrong. Taiki didn't listen to me. It was he who was wrong. That is what I believed. Not long after that, I heard that a rebellion had risen in the kingdom of Ho. The leaders of all the provinces in Ho could no longer tolerate the tyranny, so they attacked Yoshun Palace with their armies.
The Oki has disappeared! It's gone! Did something happen to my father?
Lord of K, where do you think you are barging in this way? Neither I nor the Taiho have given you the right to be here.
Father, is that really you?
To kill a Sennin such as His Majesty, one must either completely sever the head or cut the body in half. The time has come to bid His Majesty farewell.
What?
The king has done nothing but terrorize the people with his vicious brutality, and you encouraged him to kill many innocent people, including those who were loyal to him. I wanted both of you to understand the true anger of the citizens.
The king did it for the sake of us all!
Holreen has fallen ill, and His Majesty is punishing the people now more than ever. 300,000! 300,000 people were executed in 1 year! How could it help the people to execute a child who stole bread because he lived in such poverty? If your tax was short by 1 cup of grain, you'd be executed. If you didn't go to work because you were sick, you'd be executed. Your fear is nothing compared to the fear the citizens have had to live with.
Mother! Shoke!
You were jealous of the beauty and wisdom of other women. You couldn't bear those adorable girls around the princess, so you fabricated crimes against them, charged them falsely, and elegies resounded throughout the kingdom.
How dare you speak such lies!
Princess, I want you to take a good look and remember. See how painful it is when your family is beheaded before your very eyes.
No, please wait!
Taiho, I want you to understand the despair the people felt watching you choose such foolish rulers for 2 generations.
And so, the reign of Chuotatsu, now called Sonken, came to an end.
Our ruler has perished!
The Hakuchi cries out in a human voice only twice in its lifetime. Once when a new ruler ascends the throne, and once when the ruler's reign ends. And its foot is used as a seal in the absence of a ruler.
Sonsho, daughter of the king, you will now be removed from the registry of Sennin.
What? No! You can't do that! I've lived here for 30 years! What am I gonna do as a normal human now? Please, you mustn't... Please kill me! Kill me too!
I will arrange for another registry for you. Your status as princess in Sennin shall be void. And for your own sake, I suggest you change your name and blend in among the citizens.
But how can I survive like that? This can't be! This can't be happening.
Shoke was sent to a Rike in Kei province where Geke governed. Rike is a common facility where orphans and the elderly live together. And there, I was given the ordinary name of Gyokuyo. Not only did I have no servants, I had to cultivate land and weave cloth by my own hands. To me, it seemed like a completely different world than the world I once knew. One winter day, after 3 years had passed, in the mirror was a girl whose skin had turned darker, whose cheeks were sullen, and whose hands and legs had become sinewy. And the girl, who was 13 years old forever, and once called the jewel of the royal palace, was gone.
Asano? Is that you, Asano?
Why do you still care about him? You abandoned him.
I know that you're a reflection of my mind, and what you say is what I think in my head.
You want to look for him, don't you?
I'm a queen. I can't just act on my own. Asano!
So the sword is out of control again. As expected, letting the scabbard die might be the reason for this problem.
I'm so sorry.
I believe the blade was confined with a scabbard by a Sennin who used to serve in the royal palace during the time of Tatsuo. His name was...
It was Shohaku.
Oh yes, I seem to recall it was something like that.
Your Majesty.
Chosai.
The time has come, Your Majesty.
But the sword Suigu is still showing illusions, and we have
Most
to...
humbly, for the time being, I would like you to use another scabbard.
Huh? Is that okay?
It is very important for the people of the kingdom to see the ruler with the imperial treasure. The sword which Tatsuo subdued will mark you as the queen of the kingdom of Kei in the minds of the people.
Kaitatsu again, huh?
And so, Sekishi, Yoko, the girl who does not look much different than Suzu and I, ascended the throne of the kingdom of Kei.
The black dress is called Daikyu, a black gown and a black crown. Everything matches well with her crimson hair. The 12 Kingdoms, Episode 24. A Great Distance in the Wind, the Sky at Dawn, Chapter 2.